Hello, we are joined by Rose. Is Rose or Rosé?
It's Rose.
Why do you have the accent?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay, we are joined by Rose from BBL today, coming in after their game against NRG. Firstly, Rose, this is your first loss of the year. So, how does it feel to be so successful that you're just losing now?
Like it feels amazing, but like that's not a big thing for us because I think like we were winning today also, but we did so many mistakes like in macros and we lost. I just when I see this game after the match, I think this is a win for us because we need to get some like how can I say, we need to watch the mistakes and we're gonna fix that and we will improve ourselves. Like how can I say?
In the next game.
Yeah, for the next game. Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Got
that's what
it.
I can say.
And talking about today's game, I mean, you said it perfectly. That third map was
Yeah.
so close.
Yeah.
So, firstly, how did it feel when Larocque clutched all of those rounds for overtime, the 1v2 with the Guardian, the
He was Loita.
Loita? Oh, yeah, it was
sorry.
Not Larocque, sorry. Loita, my bad.
Yeah,
It was the
yeah.
Omen. But
Yeah.
he clutched so many rounds. So, what was the atmosphere like?
Yeah, he's doing this like amazing. That's why I'm not getting surprised every time. Like if he's getting clutch, oh nice, let's go for the next. Let's think about next because I know he can do that every round, and that's why. Yeah.
And also your teammate Lovers Rock, he was playing insanely well today
Yeah.
on the Yoru, constantly getting those first kills. So did it? A lot of people are saying that NRG are the champions, so nobody was really expecting you guys to
Yeah.
maybe do so well. But Lovers Rock was saying that they're not a super team. It's easy
Yeah.
for you guys, just
Yeah.
some mistakes. So what do you think is the biggest mistake that you guys need to fix?
Um, I think we felt so pressure when we were playing in the game for first map. After that, I think like the split and Abyss was good for us. We need like we lost 4 versus 2 in splits like in overtime.
Mhm.
We just being afraid of picking them. We just how can I say? We just hide from them and they just come to us. They killed us.
The Odin,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's why we didn't do that. We know them, let's pick together, kill them, get some space. We have to do that, but we didn't do that today. And it goes to the game. That's why.
Got it. And your next game, it's going to be against Furia, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. So the crowd today was totally cheering for you, but I think Furia, they're going to have a lot of hometown support. So are you excited for that game?
Of course, I'm excited, and I think it's gonna be a good match because they're similar like us. And I would like to play against Kolanu because he was playing on EMEA with my friend Roxy, in Navi.
In Navi, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I want to play against him. As I said, it's gonna be a good match. I think we're gonna win.
Okay, I like that confidence. I think you almost won today, so who knows? Looking at the other teams in the bracket, though, who do you think is looking really strong at Santiago so far?
Paper X.
Paper X?
Yeah.
You think they'll get another trophy?
I don't think so.
You're gonna stop them?
Yeah, if we are still alive in the game in the tournament, I mean, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, that's why. That's what I can say.
And I was curious, why did you guys choose to play NRG today? Because you could have played like some other teams.
Like we
Or
analyze.
were they the last team left? I don't remember.
No, yeah, like they were the last team left, but like as our said coach, our coach said, we chose them like anyway. I was gonna pick energy. He said in the
Anyway?
yeah,
So
in
it
the
worked out
pick.
for you.
And yeah, like because we analyzed them, we watched their game, like it's literally readable for us, and that's why, as I said, Pearl was our pick. If we can uh, play without pressure, we were winning that. I'm pretty sure about that. But for the first half, that was a fault for us, and we lost today because of that. Yeah, that's why we picked energy because I think their game style is like game plan is too easy to read. That's why.
Got it. And talking about America's teams in particular versus the EMEA playstyle, do you think any particular region has like something that they're doing right? Which region do you think is the strongest in terms of playstyle right now?
I think Pacific and EMEA.
Pacific and EMEA.
Yeah, I don't think so about Americas because I think they have like good players. Like how can I say? Uh, Wait a second. It's not live, right?
No, no, it's recorded. We can
Okay.
cut this story.
Can abi. Can abi. Never mind. I found it. Abi kişisel ne demek İngilizce'de ya? Personal değil mi? Personally. Okay. I'm like America has personally good players like Aspas, Zeken,
Individual players.
yeah, individual, yeah, individual. But I don't know like I think their game plan is not good. As I said right now, because of the energy, they are world champion, but they are playing game with the one way. Like only one way.
So
That's why.
you guys are way more flexible. That's
Yeah,
what you're saying.
yeah, that's why.
Coming to you in particular, as an IGL, what is the biggest challenge that you face when the meta keeps changing, teams keep coming up with new shit? So, what is the biggest challenge for you to stay up to date as an IGL?
Yeah, you need to create something like different when I mean like from the other teams, and you need to be good leader when the game is tough, when the game is going like overtime or something like that. You need to play with the pressure. You cannot stay under the pressure, and that's why I think I did bad today about that. Like I'm not sure, but I don't remember literally now what happened in the game, and like I'm gonna improve myself on that, and I think I'm a good IGL about reading and giving good calls. Yeah, that's what I can say about that. Yeah.
Do you think there's a lot of conversation about the importance of IGLs needing to also frag, like you look at Forsaken, but then you look at Poster, for
Yeah.
example, stat wise. So do you ever feel that pressure?
No, because as my teammates say, uh, like you are good fragger like us. Because when we are playing frags, sometimes I'm being top frag, and they said, yeah, you are aim not like an IGL, and yeah, that's why I think we won against Fnatic also. Because
That was a good game.
yeah, Boster is insane IGL. I'm pretty sure about that. About reading the game, giving good calls, but he needs to be good aimer also. Because this game is about aim also, That's why.
So true. I mean, Turkish aim. Why? So this is a very important question. Why are Turkish players so insane? I asked the same thing to Lovers Rock as well because I played on the Istanbul server, and you guys are psychos. It's like super fun to play, but is it like in the blood or how are you
Yeah, I
guys so
think
good?
it's genetically, like blood. It's because of the blood, I guess. Like, I mean, like, our people has literally solid aim, but sometimes they don't know how to play with the brain. But this game needs to play with the brain also, like reading the game, giving good reactions for the like, how can I say, about what is going on the map. Um,
Awareness and all that.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, I can say.
Awesome. And I mean, you played against an America's team,
Yeah.
almost beat them. You're going to be playing against another America's team. So, is there any team that you guys really wanted to play against in particular?
Of course, play Paper X.
Paper X.
We
Everybody
thought
wants
we're
to play
gonna win
Paper
today,
X.
and we're gonna play next day against them. If we win today, we were playing against PRX.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that, but sometimes happens.
Who knows? You got the lower bracket. Make it all the way. That's what I'm saying.
Everything can happen. Yeah.
Anything can happen. Talking about the meta in particular, you guys as well, everyone's been running a lot of double duelist, and it's, as playing as a scan initiator, especially with the initiator nerf. Do you ever feel like there's a difficulty in getting enough information, or how do you compensate for that?
For me, no. Like I didn't feel any pressure about that because sometimes game needs to change. Like the game. How can I say? Game style about the game because if you are playing like the same game plan like for 3 years, everybody knows what you're gonna do and they will be prepared for it on attackers like on defenders. It doesn't matter. And with this recon nerf, like I think it's better, because like teams trying to give fakes with this reveals, but if he has no reveal, I mean like the reveal is so important right now. If you are waiting for rush, you cannot waste it for the mid or something like that in the game, on other defenders. Like, but right now, you need to get some risk. You need to play gamble about that. Like if you are waiting rush, you cannot use it for mid. You cannot get info from mid. You have to go for the side backup, like something like something like that. That's what I can say. Yeah, that's why I didn't feel any pressure because I know what's gonna happen in the like round, and I'm just preparing myself about that.
You think Viper is very strong in the current meta because I think Viper is the most picked
Correct?
any map, and I think that she's been being picked a lot here.
Yeah.
Really high pick rate. So do you think with the nerfs happening to initiators and stuff, she's still like the strongest agent right now?
I don't think so. Like I think it's like Viper is not too good, but it's good because she got nerfed also with the last updates, and I think still winnable, still playable, but I'm not sure about the best. I think Omen is like getting nerfed still, but Omen is the best smoker sentinel I can say about that.
I mean, today the omens are on fire.
Yeah.
Both Kiko and Loita were popping
Yeah.
off. So I wanted to ask you a question in particular. You guys have been together as a team for 3 years and
Yeah.
more now. Whether it was I think it was Ascension in 2024,
Yeah.
almost won the final. 2025, you guys won the final, made
Yeah.
it to Ascension. So I wanted to ask you about that journey, staying together as a team. Was it ever hard for you guys? Was there ever like, you know, because I'm sure individually you guys would have had offers from different teams. So what about that decision to stay together?
Because like our chemistry is perfect. That's why first, and like as you said, Loita a lot of lovers like got offers from the other teams, but they knew if they went to the different teams, maybe chemistry is not gonna be good. You know, like it's a, how can I say, gamble.
Gamble.
Yeah, and like they said, like I mean, like everyone in the team knows we gonna beat everybody in this world. Like when we are playing internationals. I'm sorry, and that's why we stick together. And our main goal is being family and like working so hard and like beating everyone. That's what I can say. Yeah.
I really like that. I mean, you already shit on EMEA, you know. So you started with one region, you got the global stage now.
Yeah.
How is it for your first international tournament?
Uh, like because of the crowd and the city, it feels amazing because, as I said, like I didn't see anything like that in Turkey. Like the crowd is like, how can I say, it's so different in our country. Like there is a stage like that, but it's not too big like that, you know what I mean? And like the crowd is amazing, cheering for us. Like you're playing with the crowd, and as as I said, when I pushed like against NRG, like I think they knew they checked me
Sound, yeah.
because of the crowd, yeah. And like I knew, like before 5 seconds, I said to my teammates, "Yeah, guys, they're coming to me. Try to give some backup for me, you know." Like they killed me. That's why it feels amazing to play with this crowd because it's different, you know. When you're playing online or like EMEA LAN, it's not too big like that, like the internationals. Yeah, that's why.
Amazing. And last thing for you, is there anybody that you want to shout out in particular? Anybody that you want to thank, the fans or somebody special to you?
Thanks to my family first and the BBL Esports supporters, like the fans. I love you guys so much. Keep supporting us. Job is not finished yet. We're gonna be better for tomorrow, and we're gonna see who's gonna win.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And oh, sorry,
No, it's
surprise
fine.
last
It's
question.
fine. It's
Who's
fine.
your
It's fine.
favorite agent to play? I know you mostly play
Yes.
Sova and Fate, but what do you like to play?
Yes.
Yes, Sova.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god, every single initiated person, bro. Even when I ask, like, what do you like to play, you're like Sova.
I'm playing Sova like 4 or 5 years. You know, that's why.
You should do a Sova cosplay. If you make it to
No,
finals,
no
go
way.
Sova cosplay for
I
finals.
cannot do that.
If you win the trophy.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I will be
Maybe.
looking on your social media. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Rose,
You're
for this
welcome,
interview,
always.
and good luck for your next
Thank you
game.
so much.